All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. How's it going, everyone? It's time for another stream. Another stream from me, Samson. I return from the wilderness. Oh, finally we return to Rogue Trader after, it looks like it's been about 2 weeks, I think, since I last played this. Will Game Capture even find it? There it is. There it is. You should see it momentarily. Oh, that's way too big. Hold on a second. You guys like the accent? I've been practicing. Come on. There we go. Now drag you out like that. There we go. Right, that should be full screen now. Right, hello everyone. How's it going? How are you all going on this fine evening, afternoon, morning, or lunchtime? Doesn't matter. You're awake. You're awake in the day. You're alive. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I can't remember how I was building this character now. Death Warden? Right, all I remember from the last time I played is that we finished the monastery section. I think that rising tempo seems pretty good. Yes, let's do that. And then weapon skill, let's do that as well. So many things to level up. How does it feel to work? Look, I can never relax. All right, I'm never allowed to relax. Yeah. I think that's that is the best. That is the most politically correct way I can put it. Hold on a second, chat. I just need to do these little upgrades. Tech you. No, let's do awareness. Perception is good. Ooh, no, let's do willpower. What does this change? Do willpower. That seems to be the recommended one. Right. Available talents. Sorry, chat. This isn't the most invigorating. I just need to do this before we start. 20% damage for their next attack in current combat. Each shot fired by the soldier gains 1+ agility. That's quite good. Not enough. Enough bullets for everyone. Second attack action in a turn deals 15% more damage to enemies that have not suffered damage. No. Muzzle velocity. That might be quite good, actually. Tenderize? Trace the trajectory. Combat Medicae? Healing an ally with medkit? We could turn her into the medic. Ooh. I don't know what's going to happen. I won't be filming everything because we have cameras filming everything. I'm doing behind the scenes stuff. I will probably be on my feet for the in between moments. Setting up, set down in the bar afterwards. I might have the camera, probably not. I'll probably want to drink then. I'll probably want to be given drinks by you guys then. What do I even pick? Rapid reload. No, we don't care about rapid reload. Let's do this one. Right, Pascal. Can I make him? I can't make him any better. Fuck. Okay, we'll increase his tech use. Ballistic skill. That's what we want. Yes, hit chance. We want hit chance. Okay, but not tech use then. We'll do awareness and ballistic skill. There we go. Weapons critical damage. Enemies not armed with melee weapon. Yes, we'll go with that. That's quite good. And weapon skill. Oh no, let's just do agility. There we go. All leveled up. Right. We can make our way out of this place. We finished it. We finished this area.
Take heed, rogue trader.
Ooh, goods. I can't remember. Oh no, this is the room we finished. No, we finished this room. We don't need to be in here anymore. We don't need to be in here anymore. I'm afraid, whilst I wouldn't class myself as a chicken, I just have not done any weight training at all. Oh no, is this the boss room? I can't. Oh no, we want to go over here. To the outside. No, I'm not physically strong enough to do arm wrestling. I know other people would win. I know my limits. I have not done enough training recently on weights. I'm very noodle arm at the moment. I don't need any of this shit. All right, what was I doing? What is my lore objective currently? Press any key. Right, back to the ship. I think that's what we're doing. Return to void ship. Hello, Vlorn. How's it going? How's it going? How has everyone's days been? Oh, what's happening?
Rogue trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time.
The Inquisitor Heinrichs, all right.
Thanks to you, I have succeeded in finding the object that brought me to this system in the first place. Now that the weapon of corruption has been seized
Right, I'm making that much louder for you. I don't think you guys can hear that.
Inquisitor's wish and travel with you to Footfall once you have finished your business on Rycat.
I can satisfy. Okay, all right.
There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well.
Xenos languages? I wonder why I'm being given that. The Inquisition's generosity is greatly appreciated.
May the elucidator serve House von Valancius as faithfully as it has served the acolytes of the Holy Ordos up to now.
We shall trust inexplicitly the Inquisitors, I think.
Apologies in advance if I unknowingly violate the protocol for conversing with someone of your elevated status. I think a slip in composure is to be expected when one is hosted personally in the Lord Captain's study.
Conversing with you is no less disconcerting for me, Master Van Calox. What do you plan to do now? What do you think will become of the electrodynamic cenobium? Let's do that one.
It all depends on the electro-priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened.
All right, yeah, well, I assume purging would be in order. That's fine. I'm happy with purging.
I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I am aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal.
All right, fine, yeah. He's going to be a companion, I assume. Conversing with you is no less disconcerting for me.
After serving in the Holy Ordos all these years, I am used to people being wary of me.
A little more, and my pious trepidation will turn into something much less seemly. One cannot blame the Imperium citizens for fearing the Inquisition. Let's do not unearthed by status, but you personally.
You have no reason to be.
Oh dear, I've started a romance. I just got a Steam achievement, start romance. Oh no. I did not realize this game had romance options. That complicates things. That means I actually have to think about character relationships. Oh dear. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll let you guys help me with that. Admit it, you did not come here to shower me with thanks and give me the elucidator. Why don't you sit down? I'll be pleased to devote more time to your visit. I wish to return to other more pressing matters, although I wouldn't mind continuing this conversation another time. Alright, chat, you can help me out here. Should I continue the conversation with the man, Heinrich, or pass him off and go and play more gameplay? Chat, I'll let you decide. You can help me decide this one. Flirt with the man, talk to him some more, or just brush him off and move on, chat. Ignoring and blundering through chaotically is an appropriate, grimed-up approach to romance. I mean, potentially? We could blunder. I don't think if I had to pick any of the characters we have had so far, any of them are really worthy of it. I'm not sure an Inquisitor is the right match. No, I think go for it. You want me to go for it? Well, let's see what happens.
Why would you? That is exactly why I came. And I do believe I've already taken up too much of your time. Under other circumstances, I would have requested a more in-depth conversation, but you have other matters to attend to.
Interrupted by a Vox signal.
Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.
All right. Voxmaster Vigdis. Congratulations on the victory, your ladyship. The entire vessel was impatiently awaiting the news of your expedition's success. The rumours about you simply not saving the Tech Priest Monastery, but actually eliminating the source of the mutiny, are spreading like wildfire. The Vox transmissions from across the world speak of nothing else. Governor Medina is waiting for you in the command center to discuss matters, but I would ask you to delay the visit and turn your gaze to the Navis Nobilite station instead. We are in desperate need of a new navigator, but all our communication requests are still being ignored. I do not see how anything other than a personal visit from a woman of your stature can convince the representatives of the Navis Nobilite to break their silence. Alright, we have a new quest. Go to the Navis Nobilite. J... This one. Navis Nobilite. Alright. So we have to go there. Okay, fine. We can do that. Where's the lift again? Over here. It was never going to be as bad as the only way to get to the reliable non-romance run Mass Effects is to drop a nuke on your selected romance partner. I've never played Mass Effect, and I was recommended to play it by multiple people in the office. I think Harry's recommended it once, and a few other people have. Luca might have mentioned Mass Effect as well. I can't remember. Someone has. Right, not resport. So we have to scan this place. There is an unidentified void ship. We are on Rykad Minoris. Bunker. Starport. Okay, we don't want to go to there. What? Uric 4. Okay, oh, we're going to Uric 5. Uric 5. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wurserian's voice. In any case, I want to warn you in advance. I don't know anything about Mass Effect, other than the fact that the character models in the latest game are significantly uglier than the ones in the first. Abelard. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I have already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avril Event, requesting permission to speak on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. I'll listen to what you have to say, Lieutenant. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the action of one of the senior officers. Skeptical huff. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Senshal Gazorian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we'll have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Oh gosh. Another potential mutiny? Lieutenant. I'll say Lieutenant then. I'll say Lieutenant. Right. There's an insurrection in the making on board my ship, and no one has informed me. I would not deem it a problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule, communism. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we are still battling rumours that the hero survived his execution and was off on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Needless to say, the rumours were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on this ship, word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, she will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up the brawls in the mess room. I've already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your ladyship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. How did this all start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive. The search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers. Okay, I think this might actually turn into some kind of conflict. Where does Senshal Wazarian come into this? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way that things are done on this ship. One of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Senshal's role to ensure that I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received the information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. As long as I live, not one vermin who murdered Theodora von Valentius will find refuge on her ship. You were far too heavy-handed, Senshal Wazarian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors has driven people to the brink. Now there is a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. Three worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into all-out insurrection, but when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike. Abelard, what do you have to say? What is Depot 4? Let's do that. Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to a clan of general labourers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialised systems for generations. They are easily replaceable resource, and one which is now more besides giving succour to cultists and minions of the arch enemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at the worst, that means drunken fights and illegal rot-gut brewing. We have handled the workers on Depot 4 in the past. We should have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all neighbouring sectors. Abelard, what do you have to say for all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. I wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself. I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks and stop the assault units. Speak directly to the people. You will see they are not lying or harbouring heretics. That way, you will stop the uprising before it begins. Looks like I have a decision to make then. Go down. We can go down the lower decks ourselves. Rush off. We can trust Abelard's senses and go down and check. Or this is a matter not worthy of the rogue trader. Abelard, you have acted with staggering incompetence. Now you sort out your own problems. No, we're not gonna do this. This woman, this guardswoman here, is acting like a proper leftist in this situation. She's caring for the human resources we have on our dispense. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable on my ship. Unacceptable. So instead, we are going to go down and deal with the problem personally, I think. Raise the Emperor, thank you. Enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Captain. However, I categorically insist I escort you. I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to your and the Senshau's involvement. Consider it my duty to go to Depot for myself. Alright, looks like we are off. Choose your party members. So we have to have these two. Oh no, we're just going to take everyone. We are just going to take everyone. Fantastic. Right, Sector 4.
Is there money to be made?
Greetings, Your Grace. Oh, there's just paupers. Paupers on the lower decks. Take that, scum. What? Well, those speech bubbles were not designed for my ultra-wide. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. Interesting take. That's what America needs to do with their agriculture industry. Did you hear they were shouting your name? Those people dared to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have such a chance to express such disrespect if we were not here, and the situation had been dealt with by the relevant officers. It was a mistake to come here on Vent's whim. I must admit that a lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer, but in the name of terror, the girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter, and she has all the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks and hunt down cultists. It'll be another 20 years at least before she can be trusted to act without oversight. Let's keep moving. Right, map. Okay, right, let's go this way first.
Pay attention.
Container, perhaps examining the pipe will allow you to reach it.
Let us not dawdle.
How can I examine the pipe then? No, it won't let me examine the pipe. That's fine. We'll keep moving.
And you are here also, esteemed Master Van Kellogg's. Does the Inquisition never sleep?
It is in our collective interest to ensure that the rogue trader does not accidentally meet her demise in the bowels of her own ship. Wouldn't you agree, Sir?
Oh. Cutscene cut off. Oh well. Oh well. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down: the first officer, rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all of my lessons fall on deaf ears. Your ladyship, what's the situation? The people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, and including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Under control? I came here to lead an investigative unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads. And you, Vent, are to step away from facing charges yourself. We encountered some locals on the way here. Their conduct was outrageous. I want to speak to the strikers. I give the assault unit permission to open fire. Ooh, that's a choice. That's a choice for us to make. Ooh, gosh. Right. Let's try speaking to them. Let's be naive and speak to them and see what happens. He really hates this idea, yeah.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So where do I speak with them? Over here.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Oh, here they are. Right. Okay. A dozen pair of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take them in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange and to the outright grotesque. Are they going to attack? Our children are freezing. We've done nothing wrong. We're being punished. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. Tell me what's troubling you. Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your ladyship. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shuts up, Rivet. Here's the deal, your ladyship. Your damn enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to the whole base for a week at a time. So we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidships and has no fellow feeling towards us. Your ladyship, we are no villains here. We're honest workers. Your servant. We plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we got guns pointed at us. And all we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being arrested. The persecution started apropos of nothing, you say. I was told that one of your was found in the possession of a cultist amulet. That there are heretics hiding here. A cultist amulet? What's that? The gewgaw they found on the dead drunkard. If it was something evil forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers. I need to switch back to the northern accent when I do these guys. The enforcers just say they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people. There have been no new faces around. Definitely not. If there were, we'd be the first to report them. As for this amulet or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. Though the boots they came back with, nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you that. Seem to be these cultists have better commanders than us. Oh yeah, these boots were really fine, and there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We didn't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motor, the same way my grandfather was taught hundreds of years ago by a tech priest who gained calling. Believe us, your ladyship, we are people of faith. Oh, how's the sharpening going? I've read another chapter and a half of Sharp's Company. I think that's the one I'm on right now. Sharp's just been demoted, unfortunately, so I'm getting a little pissed off at the villains in this story from the British side. Pascal, I confirm the information regarding the proffer tending of the machine spirits in this sector. Servitors indicate that these commoners are performing the sacraments they are permitted to know. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch-enemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but that was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, I would say it's just after I had my third little one. That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when the beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father, who was not there, or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbours? Abelard, do you have anything to add? I authorized all necessary measures to locate Chaos worshippers hiding in this sector. The specific steps taken by officers were not reported to me. Nevertheless, I am certain their actions were justified. Cultists are not drunken stevedores. They are the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Zorback, was it really necessary to torture these people with cold? The rabble understands only one language, Captain. That of violence, as per regulations. Should the labourers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting the air supply and cutting off water, which is almost certain to restore order. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they are the source of their own misery. All they have to do now is bow their heads, fall in line, and the need for the next punitive measures will disappear. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they are lashing out, as if we don't know why these top-deck units are all being sent down here, like the one that the lieutenant won't let pass. Our clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who have had just about enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up. A death squad has just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Awareness test succeeded. Their words seem sincere to you. Their body language and glances, traded between them, reveal the news of the attack has shocked them. What changes do you want? Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain herself is asking us bureaucrats what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers and quit turning off the heat. And stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here. And we want to be armed. Give us arms. We'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves. If these cultists do show their faces, I've been the leader of my clan for 20 years. Getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only prove things around here. Jeez, these guys are actually trying to form their own parallel society in the depths of the ship. This is unacceptable. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They'll probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbour out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies, and we'll talk to them, one lower deck to another. If there are any more of those damn amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan. I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want any empty gestures. I want real change. They promised us the world now, but as soon as the Anointed One turns her back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before. All because we dared to speak out. Okay, thoughts, Abelard, Master of Arms, where do you stand? We can do coercion 100%. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands will be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to... Okay, yes, we'll do this. Okay, we're not arming you, and we have to keep the enforcers, but we'll stop torturing you. Coercion test succeeded. Old Nan, listen. The Lord Captain herself has come down here to offer to us, and it's offering concessions. And I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk to him. Back down. Now's not the time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, old Nan. 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made up our minds. It's time. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman, but I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great. Just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. Yes, company is where Hakeswell is introduced, and he's already awful. I hate him already. Then it's decided the persecution will stop, and I expect you two to insist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. There we go. Your ladyship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your ladyship will root out any nasty business farther than the enforcers. We'll leave no stone unturned. Alright, they bowed and ran off. Brilliant. That was easy. Right, I guess we'll go back. Lord Captain? How do I escape? Gonna go in the lift? In private. The Senshal. Where is he?
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Move him over here as well.
I will lead us to fortune.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though,
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Right, how am I supposed to do this?
I'm at your service.
He wants me to talk. How am I supposed to do this? Lord Captain in private about the results. Okay, so we probably have to do that on the upper decks. Junior officer supports. Guard. Right, okay, I think we're done here now. I think we actually are done. So, how do we get out of here? Was it a lift up this side? There we go. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. We are pleased with your... are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, the rabble will welcome them with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like, because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future? Do not speak to your Lord Captain. Why are you so angry? That's a shit answer. There is some truth. Let's do some truth to some truth to the criticism. Oh, hello, Andrew. How's it going? I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Do not think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks. No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers. Any true strategy... Okay, yeah. Yeah, fine. I would be only too willing to trust in my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters. But the situation... give me a reason as to why I should continue listening to your advice and trusting your judgment. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There is a new Lord Captain aboard the ship, and I will not repeat her mistake. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And I lost my temper. I believe I ought to explain myself. The prosperity of the Von Valencius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for a chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in the Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the true signs of greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds, they create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had, everything my family had known. I had come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture, Lord Captain. Okay, no, incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers, on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly everything that had been built over years and years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us, Rogue Trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on other planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. This has all come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty bound to aid the new Rogue Trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems of the past that have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Right. I've seen plenty of sentiment and hand-wringing in recent days, but very little competence. I've no plans for... No, let's not be too mean. I value that what Theodora created, and I trust that this situation is an aberration in the ship's otherwise smooth operations. Since the established procedures are working, I see no reason to change them. The prosperity of the Von Valencius Protectorate is just as important to me. You are the only person who has a comprehensive knowledge of how things are run in the ship. I think in future I will follow your recommendations. I understand, but you need to learn to respect me as your Lord Captain Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in a new world, and a world where Theodora is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Or Theodora trusted in established procedures and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future of the Von Valencius Protectorate with me, stop living in the past. Okay. Okay, let's do I see no reason to change them because things are working. I'm glad you see the value in foundations laid down by your illustrious predecessor. Why fix what isn't broken? As for me, I shall endeavour not to cause you any further consternation, Lord Captain. And now, please let us leave the lower decks. If the Rogue Trader decides to stretch her legs, there are far more suitable places. Yep, let's get the fuck out of here.
I always have a backup plan.
Get out of here. Get out of here quickly. Well, that was a interesting detour into the lore of the Empyrean's gigaships. But no, we need to get back to the map. Get back to this place we're going to. Going to Urak 5. Lord Captain, reporting the heralds of the Navis Nobilite continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Urak 5 being off-limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it's the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobilite house requires aid and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader and the declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Order the Augur crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The officers from the Augur crew performed a full scan of the station, but information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators heralds ignoring us? Turn back. No one dares give me orders. No, Lord Captain, of course not. We will not invade a Navis Nobilite station. Oh no. Order to commence docking. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening in the station, so you'll have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely. May the God Emperor light your path. Alright, off we go. Time for some exploration in combat. That's what I'm looking for. Some turn-based combat. What I want to do. We want to go and play the game, not read the game. Ooh, dead people. As I thought, it's just a cathedral in space.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Oh dear. They're just executing people. Servants of the damned. Executing infidels. Interesting. Why did we see this? Oh, we show up right as it's happening. Okay. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Abelard, if you would be so kind. The Seneschal takes a deep breath. Before you stands her ladyship, the rogue trader, Emilix Britannia von Valentius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Kronos expanse, bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that the Nobilite custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances on her station, her ladyship, the rogue trader, is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In that case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of this place. So you did not arrive to offer support to the traitors. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Urak 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orcelio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. Alright. Provide me with a navigator and I will immediately depart the station. I came here in search of a navigator. You're coming with me. Why would the keeper of a station command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Orcelio, the second keeper of Urak 5. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. Theobald, I knew, would never have used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I'm going to try. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles and have worn the veil between our world and the Immaterium. Thin and frail, at least here on the station, the ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station. But I rallied the few who still followed the light of the Golden Throne to set things right. The Lord Navigator here is speaking unvarnished truth. I bet this station is full of voices and whispers, all trying to break through from the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the door wide open. The suffocating grip of the Immaterium can be felt across the entire system. It is not surprising the veil grew thin here in all places. The Navis Nobilite can command warp currents, but their use of abilities wears down the barrier between the two worlds. I sincerely hope the influence of the Immaterium has not yet affected your body and soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to remain at the station. Return to your void ship. I need to save Lady Cassia. If you are not willing to help, or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favour under different circumstances, and yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress Chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orcelio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part, and the other was lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. How am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main conjugator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and sacred mechanism will do the rest. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient, scared, sacred mechanisms will help rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly perform the rites of appeasement so that machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. Fateful hour is now upon us. Requesting access to the object's data crypt. The Navis Nobilite will use independent modifications of standard sanguinary technologies due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherited in the lineage of each house. And these technologies were made secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your request. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? I never said this feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the laboratory and the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not be negotiated with and are not afraid of displeasing the Navis Nobilite or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something which I currently happen to lack. I guess that makes sense. So what have you decided? I will help you not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. All right, yeah, let's help. Let's help. I think we can help. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line. Okay. Right, where are we going? Looks like there's some loot over here.
I always keep my options open.
Where's that loot I see? I see the loot. Oh no, it's down. Goods. There we go. Unpause. Multi-key. Yes, please. What we like to see. Right, where are we go? Where are we going? Over here. Turn on. Elevator's power is out. Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
A void station is a sacred place of the Old Messiah, who shields the rulers of this fortress against death and darkness.
Jump
Why
athletics
then
100.
are
There we
the
go.
vaults dead? And why is the air not filled with the holy binaric rhythms?
The station's lack of response to our ship's hails was already suspicious. I am no less uneasy after the Magos' words. Hands at your weapons.
There's a lot of dead people here. Oh gosh. Someone just exploded.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, is this combat time? Wait, protect the child? Oh dear.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Oh, they are properly mutated. Okay, interesting. Right. Let's put you here. Abelard, you're going to take the front line. You're going to go here. You're going to come to the front line as well. You will move up to here. And you're going to go as far forward as possible as well. There we go. Right, start the battle. First combat of the day.
Weapon at the ready.
Let's get to it.
Stay vigilant.
Oh, he's not had a chance to do any of his abilities yet. Hack it. Hacking.
Moving out.
At least they're attacking the tank.
I must not.
I placed him properly. Right. Idra, what is she going to do? Let's do...
No can do.
No, no can do on those. Doesn't look like we can see anything. So, can we lightning attack? No, not these guys. We can go up here though.
What?
And already killed one. Brilliant. That's good. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Debuff these guys.
But of course.
And buff Abelard. There we go. Enter. Ow. Right, okay, we can immediately get to it. Can we jump to here? No. Okay. Let's just move normally. And do... What can we do? Let's do Blade Dance. 2 melee attacks, random targets, including allies. Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to just do normal attack then.
On it. I'll see to it personally. Another enemy
There we
down.
go. Min-max properly. Guard against those. Get dodged.
Weather the storm.
Those shotguns are going to get a bit annoying, actually.
Take you.
I might send in the Inquisitor guy behind to deal with the two guys behind us.
Follow my lead.
He's shooting his own guys now.
Follow my lead.
We did get some unfortunate rolls on initiative, though. We have to sit through an entire round of them just wailing on us. Yeah, let's do a single shot. Let's see if we can hit the commander. No, missed. Bollocks.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. Running
Debuff the
binary
commander
override.
now. There we go. Right, Argenta, we can put you
I will
here.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands,
Activate
I act.
this.
I'll do it.
Activate this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Controlled shot. And then we'll use a fire grenade up here on this guy.
Fate shields me.
There we go. Didn't get off any attacks though, which is quite annoying. But no, Heinrichs, you're coming up here to deal with these guys.
Everyone, step aside.
And then we can do a charge. Charge at this guy.
Of course, Lord Captain.
Immediately kill him. Brilliant. Can we do a leap? No, but we want to... Is there a way for me to... No. Okay, right.
For the throne's glory.
We'll do that.
Naturally.
Right, there we go. Buffed. Fantastic.
Moving out.
Aha! We've put a proper AoE down. Fantastic. Oh, this is going to make everything so much easier. They're just willingly running into the fire. Brilliant. We want swords, so...
I will do like you reduced to dust. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
2 down.
It will be done.
We want to buff up as well. There we go. I don't want to use the ult just yet. No, we won't do that. We'll wait.
My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Hydra,
They who discern the future
move you
own the
forward
battlefield.
1. Oh, that was very satisfying. 4 dead all at once.
Anything else?
Get a buff up. There we go. That's what we like to see. Just these annoying shotgun guys in the back now.
Let's make some opportunities. Never stood a chance.
Die. Oh, can we leap? Let's see if we can leap. No, we can't.
I'll make it happen.
Rookies!
No. No, that was silly. Oh well.
Onward.
Can we make it around there? No. Okay.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Yeah, the void is manifesting pretty badly. Let's just try and shoot the traitor.
Even torches
There
are
we
like
go.
this.
Very nice.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Giga debuff you. I was gonna say, if that had missed, if she had missed again, In the last combat we did, she was fucking awful at shooting. Right, you're going after this guy.
is on our side. I won't object to it. I feel the power surging. Let's see to it. Be gone.
There we go. One hit. That is everything done. Brilliant. Lots of shitty gear. Okay. A book. You can take a book. There's a lot of loot here, although I'm guessing it's all books. Don't really care about books. Maybe I could care about books, but maybe I won't care about books.
I can barely understand cogs when they talk, but it seems I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to bone up on my translation skills.
When the truth is comprehended, let it be sheltered from the profane mind.
Are these eyes growing on these fucking walls?
Purity.
The only outcome I accept.
Right, we've cleared. Oh, Mars pattern sword. It actually has 1 higher damage. That's quite good. And these gloves. Whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury or falls unconscious, their allies get a 1+ bonus to damage. I suppose that's better than nothing. Is this worth it for anyone, actually? I've already got gloves. No. Oh, wait, no, that's what I already have. These are +5 bonus to persuasion. Well, he's not wearing any gloves, so he might as well wear them. There we go. Oh, let's give him some. Are these? Oh, these gloves as well. Okay. Who's not wearing gloves? You can have those. Going to be interesting when the Sister of Battle gets a completely new outfit, although it looks like her core outfit isn't going to change. Her core Sisters of Battle robes won't change, maybe. Oh well. This is a better weapon, so we are going to equip that. That's 8 to 12. There we go. We not going here? No. Right.
Let us not dawdle. That's how it's done.
Data crypt. The data crypt carries an inscription. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. There's another bit of loot over here. Interesting lore things for me to read when I'm not streaming.
Is there money to be made?
This is where we came in, I think. Doesn't seem like there's much on this side. We looted everything yet? There must be something I'm not looting in here. The quest hasn't updated yet. Says I might be right on top of something.
On the prize.
No, okay, right. There's a dead body here. Dead body here for me. No, okay. Some stuff over here. Goods box. No. Book. No. Can't find anything else. Goods here.
Look, over there.
Ooh, grenade! And a Ripper auto pistol. And there's one more thing. There we go, goods. There we go. Mutated flesh sample. Right. I guess we come back because there's nothing else for us to do. Unless I've done something... I've missed something here. We go down. No. We go over here. Oh, door open. There must be a way to unlock it from elsewhere. Okay, there must be a way to unlock it then. How do we unlock this? Maybe it's these statues. Definitely not in here. Door open. Oh shit, a room I was not aware of.
Keep your wits about you.
Another data crypt. Okay, let's bring everyone in here. Come on, gang. Come on. So, yes, those demons have actually been ripped out of people in this game. I have been assaulted by Giga Demons. Oh, we just decided to kill him straight up. Brilliant.
The machine god grants me insight.
Alright, traitors being executed. Interesting.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
That's quite a good outlook on life, actually. Profitable learning experiences.
I always keep my options open.
Awaken Cogitator Spirit. There we go. We found it. The Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism. That now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. The tech priest's Vox systems emit a binaric trill. I am recording blasphemy. The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to immediate destruction. Awaken the Cogitator. There we go. Request data on the station's navigators. Status alive. Theobald, status alive. These three other people dead. Child location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature. Oh dear. Main elevator controls. Activate the... okay, there we go. We have activated the elevator. Right, switch to the main chamber controls. Open all doors on the level. Oh dear. Jade corrupted. Binary. The spirits of this sacred machine require special purification rituals in order to restore utilization of the lingua more familiar to the citizens of the Imperium, requesting access to the device. Go ahead. Satisfied. Armory. It appears one of the doors in the chamber is opened. Return to the list of available commands. Call Rykard Minoris for help. Cannot carry it out. Okay. Examine the log. View this. Note. Warning. Living quarters. Depressurized. Station's docking log. Regent Aronto or Celio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. View encrypted data. Breakthrough machine guardians defenses. There we go. Traces of purge protocol. Recovery impossible, but list of most recent commands have been embedded. Child delete picked flow disable access code on all station controls. Delete activate shuttle self-destruct purge command log. Only the keepers of the station have access to life support system, but Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side. Neither had I. Could it be that? View the recent entries in the incident log. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. The negotiations with the Winter Scales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated in the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The Tech Priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. 200 servants perished. Mechanical interference. Alright. More of that. More of that. Step away.
Let us not dawdle.
Right, what's in this door? Oh, this seems to be a murder room of some description. Rough, bloody sketch. A crumpled sheet of a paper drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster. That's interesting. That's some environmental storytelling if I've ever seen it.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Research notes. Collect all. I ain't reading it, but I'll collect it. I'll collect it. I ain't reading it. Right, we've turned that on though, so we can come back. We can come back out of here. I think we did all the doors, so that's fine. Can we go in this door? No. No. Okay, right, that's fine. We'll go back. Oh gosh. We're getting voidy cold tinges. Did we not just unlock it though? I thought we just unlocked it. And a sacred mechanism. We looted everything. No, there's a little bit of loot here as well. Okay, it's still not what we want. But there is more loot over here, so we did miss something. How did I miss that? It must be over here. Unless I've missed another door. Tech use Pascal.
Success is an irrefutable certainty.
Is that all the loot now? Seems like it. Do I have to reactivate this thing? Okay, no. I need to far. Okay, let's go back to the guy. Unless I've completely missed a door or something. I missed something. I don't think I have. There is this door. Check you, so let's open it just in case.
Operation successful.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
No. Don't think any of these are able to be opened either. So let's go back. Let's just go back. Let's go back over to the navigator dude. That seems to be the best course of action.
I always get the job done.
Over.
Control rod. What is the divine artifact I'm supposed to be looking for? So it's not this then? If I missed another door? That's void ship. No, we don't want to go there. Back there now.
Keep your wits about you.
We can't jump over this side.
Just as I planned.
Maybe the statues have something else to do now. Because this one had a yellow thingy before. Let's see if we can activate the statue.
I've seen a lot of innocent people.
I know how to take risks.
No. How am I supposed to activate this then? This is confusing. Rebuilt in the laboratory using... Okay, is there a lab? Did I go past a lab? One of these must be the lab.
I always keep my options open.
Is one of these a lab? I must have missed something. There's something I must have missed.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
No. I'm actually confused here. I must have missed something. Laboratory. There we go. Which door is this opening? Ah. There we go. Guard room. Technical areas. Library. Main hall. Okay, right. There we go. That's what I was missing. I just needed to be more of a nerd and look through things more. Obviously something down here in the depths of the game.
Dawdle.
Alright, fine. Fine. I'll click on things more. I'll have to go through more boring dialogue boxes. I wish it was like Baldur's Gate and had things actually voice acted.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Interesting. psi crystal. Remake control transducer. What the fuck is that?
Well, what do we have here?
What have I just got? Crystal dust. Oh, that must be some kind of crafting material. Let's try it again with this. There we go. Meteorite dust. That must do something. Catalyst flask. Acid. Data crypt. Tissue flask. Activate. Oh, it didn't like that. I think I did that wrong. I must have just wasted that, whatever it was. Oh well. Oh well. That's for me in another playthrough to worry about. Oh, hello Hypo, how's it going? Did I just get the... Did I get a control rod? Control rod! We've got the control rod, brilliant. Oh, more goods. Adamantite. So I broke this machine. Oh well, that's fine. I don't care. If I miss stuff, I miss stuff. I'm not trying to 100% the game.
Is there money to be made?
I'm just trying to play. I'm trying to play the game, not 100% nerd it out.
That's how it's done.
Right.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
I've got the control rod. You've dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. I trust you bought... Remember... Okay, there we go. We have to speak. Okay. The crossroads, there are two paths. Both sustained with blood leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks. So poor and flimsy, they fall at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Who is behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the masks is your concern. Thank you, everything is clear now. This station has enough problems without your sorcery, Psyker. Keep the key. Who is this child mentioned in the documents and report found on the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The child is what the station's servants are calling Lady Cassia. Well, calling this dirty house must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove more useful when they are able to speak. The madmen I fought convinced that we were the traitors. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hand against the scions of a noble bloodline? My servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened in the station. Most corpses I discovered were unarmed or feeble. The warp corrupts not only the soul, but as much the body and the mind. Mad and furious, a single servant wielded more strength than an entire squad of the mistress's personal guards. The bodyguards had their minds fogged as well, but their honed will let them hold out just long enough to destroy those who rushed in to assault them with bare hands. Destroying shuttles, shutting off power, disabling the security systems, Too many things required special access. Access only available to a keeper of the station. As I am sure you are aware, there are 2 keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald or Celio. Sorry, chat. It's been a long day at work. A very long day at work. Hold on. I'm responding to a text message. Right. The determined old man obsessed with Lazy Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for her woes. Right. I listened to the recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting security protocols. I saw the security captain's report. Only keepers have access to the station systems. Right. I trust you. Enough. I will not trust you as far as I can throw you. Okay. Let's keep questioning. The ear-splitting beep. I actually have no idea, because I didn't hear it. I was told it happened, but I feel like I must be Africanizing myself. Because I just didn't hear it. So I can't say. And I couldn't find anything in the studio that would have caused it. I was lenient, that is true, and in the end I paid a steep price for it. Only the keepers of access station systems. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after. Or, you dare suspect me of what happened by the one who's going out of his way to preserve what little there is still left. By the God Emperor, you will keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. Alright. Okay, let's trust him for now. We can kill him later. If we're able to. Thank you, Rogue Trader. I don't know what to say. Status and honor prevented me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me, hope that I might actually leave the station together with the mistress. The lowly insurgents have got their hands on a weapon that suppressed my navigator powers, their absence making me a living target. But this weapon is useless against you. Is it a bunch of lunatics wielding it? I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of our house. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls. You will be safe next to this charm. Very well, I will do it. Alright, off we go. Alright, let's go. Oh gosh, what's happening? Cassia, the pale figure with unnaturally long limbs, covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet-misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her dishevelled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Willpower test succeeded. You are enveloped by in despairing grief. An invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with lead, your heart hammers in your chest, and you desire to turn and flee from this room and this station. Almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions, and the will pushes back against the illusion. As if my own powers weren't bad enough, now this one's barging into my head. I am registering abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The salt is being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. Heresy. No, I want to be an iconoclast. What? How do I not have an iconoclast form? Do I side with Argenta for heresy? I think for my laugh, I was like, "What is this? What on earth is this heresy?" Let's do coercion. Let's try that. Hold on. Let's try bring the stone into contact with Cassia. There we go. Is that helping? There we go. Paint. Oh. I can barely see colours. What is happening? Balek, did he? What is this? I feel faint. But someone else is quicker. Oh, what? The child. Where are you, sacred child? Throne preserve. You. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as an enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move and I'll bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Right, let's do persuasion. Yes, I'm a rogue trader. In our corner of the galaxy, how interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orselio now asks the service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer it. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or enemy of the house today. I want to know what happened between you and Felix. Felix is my wayward student. He came to Urak 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to just be another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house. Our sacred child, to revel in her power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert centuries-long traditions of our family. You can only see the fruits of the villainy yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties, the legacy of our greatest novators, Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy, the renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child has come of age and taken up the novator's throne. So choose whose side are you on, the murderous traitor or the lawful scion of a noble house. I presume this Navis Nobilite house has reasons for treasuring the child. Other than the uncontrolled outbursts of warp sorcery, what might those be, I wonder? A young, immature navigator who likely hasn't completed her training. Enough, I will not have you question myself. What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in the room? You do not understand the sacred gift. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. Oh, no, thank you for watching, Valorn. I'll probably be ending the stream very soon, as I need to go to bed. So yes, thank you for watching. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll keep finishing this conversation though, do not worry. And they call me dangerous for my witchcraft. I'm sick of this station. I'm taking Cassia, and you and Felix shall suffer the consequences. No, let's not do that. Let's do... Felix is a true monster. You know what? He annoyed me enough at the start, being shifty. Let's do Felix. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House Orselio's heir will help us destroy our enemies and shield us from Felix navigator forces. But you, rest for a time before the battle. Oh, are they resurrecting her? A painting! Ugh. Cage. Is there anything else in this room? There does appear to be some loot over here. There we go.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Theobald. How do I advance this? How do I play the game? Can I speak to these guys?
Join me in prayer.
Okay. It's about time to repay those who betrayed our house. Come. Alright. I'm guessing they're on our side in a battle? Rogue trader, your treasonous worm. I knew I should have killed you. That's enough, boy. You betrayed the child, our house, Tisiphone herself. Surrender. I am the savior of our house, and I'm prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them!
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Death to his enemies.
Idra, you can go over here. We've already done Argenta. Abelard, you're going to go up and tank. My character is also going to go. Emilix is going to go over there. You are going to go on this flank. And then Pascal, you're going to sit behind cover. There we go. Start battle. He's going for the guards first. This is good. Oh, he's giving us a buff.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Ow. That's a pretty good debuff. Right. Who's going first? Pascal. Okay. Pascal, let's see. Can you shoot this guy? Yes, you can. Oh, and he did damage. Well done, Pascal. You actually hit a shot for once. We can debuff him. Brilliant. Okay, right. Next one.
Weapon at the ready.
Missed every shot. Well done, retard.
Vigilant.
Missed every shot. Well done, retard. Pascal again? What?
Request approved.
There we go. Right, Abelard, you're going in.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I'd rather not. I will do my duty. I'm not interested.
Right, buffed up. There we go.
Another storm! Follow my lead!
Break their morale!
There we go. The NPCs are actually doing some damage.
Follow my lead!
They're buffing, healing each other. Brilliant.
To the heretics!
Right, you are going to... You're going to charge.
I will not.
Right, there's no way you're going to miss this.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
You missed 2 of those shots. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Faith without deed can escape me.
There we go. Dead.
I'll do it.
My faith strengthens me.
I must not falter.
Wait, why did he just shoot his ally? What? Right, Heinrichs.
Get me a target. For the throne.
There we go. Yeah, that's just buff.
Let's see to it.
Follow my lead.
Weather the storm!
Seems to be a relatively easy fight, if I'm honest.
Cover me! None will stand against me.
I don't know what I just did. Dismantling attack? Something like that? Not sure why I'm putting her in melee range, but... YOLO. Right, is this an enemy? That's an enemy right there. Let's do...
Who, if not me? Another enemy down.
There we go. What an idiot running away from my attack. What an idiot.
Be careful not
These
to
guys are
cross
getting
my gaze.
fucking annihilated. She's doing well, Cassia.
Weapon at the ready. Stay vigilant.
They're missing all their shots. Right, Pascal. Can he shoot at anyone?
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Right, he must be able to shoot at this guy. Yeah, there we go.
Messiah.
There we go, dead. Thank you.
Victory is imminent.
Right, main guy down. Get everyone? No, there's still one guy over here.
Break their morale.
Almost dead. Come on.
Follow my lead.
One of these NPCs will get him. Come on. No, no, miss. Come on. So close.
That is not the Emperor's will.
There we go. Argenta ended it for us. Oh. Oh, is he exploding? What?
Child. Survive. Return to the
Oh, he
fold
was
of your
shot right at the start of
house
the combat.
Your
from the other guy.
demands.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
All right.
He was a fine seer of the warp. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
Bitch.
Losing a mentor is a sorrowful event, beginning the mantra of spiritual assuagement.
But this is my home. What have you done to me? What did you put in my neck? My powers feel like an emptied cup. The shadows around me have grown darker. What is going on? Help me! Relieve me of this burden!
Hold on a second. I'm going to Google what happens. I don't wanna fuck up a character interaction. Hold on a second, chat. Don't. Navigate the options to screen. Fucking Redditors are fucking retards. They don't. The walls of text. Not fucking helpful at all. Alright, let's not do it now. I do not know the stones would suppress your power. We will find a way to rid you of it, I promise.
What are you going to do to me?
Offer you my protection and grant you shelter. There we go.
As a Lady Navigator of House Orcelio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel.
I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
Alright. There we go. New companion. Let's get... Okay, we're at max, so let's... Okay. I don't want Idra, she's annoying. Let's replace her with Cassia. There we go.
Keep your wits about you.
Some gear. Yeah, we'll take those. Alright. I think I've had more or less enough video gaming for tonight. So at the earliest opportunity, I'm going to pause and save. Oh, I probably should have done that before I went back to the void ship. I'm probably going to be pushing to a cutscene yet. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. I first wish to speak with the road trader leave us. Of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know. What do you wish to speak about? I wish to look once again into the eyes of the woman whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of Urak 5. before we ever met. It truly is you, Amelix Britannia, the person who's the whole expanse and the Calyx sector are talking about, and now a rogue trader as well. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honourably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. However, I am truly stubbled by the stone that you implanted inside me according to Felix's instructions. I cannot remove it or tear it out or cut it out. I cannot even touch it. It is suffocating me, weighing me down as though my heart were locked in grey-blue ice. I can but hope that it will not be a hindrance when I am guiding the ship through the Sea of Souls. But now I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. I shall ensure all the necessary supplies are delivered to your sanctum. Let's be nice to her. We've just put a weird rock inside of her. We can be nice to her. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. There we go. Are we over now? Can I save? Nope. NPC's coming to me. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Are we done? Are we done? Make ready, initiating the communion ritual. Rhythmic. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and an umber shadow spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog, and path from one end to the other cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in a tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened, the great ruler is gone. I've never... the connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Let's ask if she is alright. Oh dear. Lady Navigator's ritual has agitated the machine spirits. It is no cause for great concern, but we can assess the damage when it's over. I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onwards. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me once you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of Station Urak 5. We arrived too late to evacuate the residence. Twisted the bodies. Corruption failed. Okay. I would like to remind you that Governor Medina is still waiting to talk to you at the command center. Alright. This will be all for now. There we go. I can come back to this at some other point. Something we need, there's a void ship, something we need to scan, and then that's... we haven't been to Rykad Majoris yet. Right. Save game. Saving. We'll save a second time just in case. Right, chat. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave the stream here for today. I'm very tired and need to go to bed, and it's just gone over 2 hours as well. So thank you very much for watching. For the few of you who are still remaining, please like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Liking the video does work. You know it works. Everyone on YouTube tells you to like it. Liking helps. liking very much does help. Please do it. Commenting also helps. Apparently commenting is good for algorithm, even at my size of a channel where I've only get like 20 to 30 views a video. That's, yeah. Comment, like, donate if you're feeling generous, and I will see you guys later. I'm not going to do my ending music because I just want to go to bed. So I'm just going to see you guys tomorrow for the main